Now, Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is tracking that story and joins us now live. In fact, she's at the family home of Mpho Mafole. Nqobile, good afternoon to you. It must be devastating for his family to know that he's in this position as the auditor, the senior auditor in Ekurhuleni, that he's honing in on corruption, and that this might well be the reason he was gunned down.
Well, definitely, Michelle. I mean, even during his funeral, you could hear from the people that worked with him talking about how difficult his job was and how rare the skill in itself in South Africa is to have people that of that caliber that can do that kind of investigation, that can look into the books and be able to go and find exactly where corruption has emanated from. A lot of people that have worked with him felt like they've lost a partner, someone that they can always count on, and they spoke about how he was such a great person, how he was always so lovely and always so happy to be around people, but also always been so helpful. And that's what you also get from the community as well as from his family, how he has always been the kind of person that was there to help, to give a helping hand. So it was unfortunate that then when he was doing his job that he was so great at, then he would find himself in this situation. And I want to bring in the family because, of course, the news come in as the family had asked, especially in his funeral, that you wanted to see justice takes its course. Do you feel that that justice has taken its course?
Firstly, can I start by appreciating the work that you're doing to us as a family? In so many ways, we are very grateful and thankful to you, because as we discuss this and expose it to South Africans, to the judge, to judge in as far as this matter is concerned, an innocent soul, a focused person, a person who was diligent, and once he was given a task, he would do it to the best of his ability. That's him at work, because he started working at Ernst & Young, and then from there proceeded to the Attorney General, and that's when he came over to Ekurhuleni, and it was just 3 months of employment with Ekurhuleni. And all what he was saying is that I just want to change the culture, because I come from a culture where things are done, appropriately so and according to the book, right? And he joined here, and all what we are saying, I'm trying to, try to organize this auditing, team, so that they can be able to adhere to the rules with regard to auditing. Yes, and you don't really be biased as you do it. You just become objective and get deep into the fact of the matter that you are analyzing and auditing. That's him. And he was a kind person. He was a generous person, and he was always involved with the community. Mostly the community in Tembisa. People around that he grew up with, the elders and everybody. You can attest when you saw his funeral, the way it was so packed. It had an impact on so many people, and they keep on calling every minute. This morning I was just saying, are you coping? How are you coping? I said, well, I don't have a choice, because if I may put it this way, my family is on, the stages. The first stage would be 1. That's the stage of, especially my wife. There's the space, we start by denial. That's the first stage, the stage that we were in exactly when we heard that he's passed on. We rushed to the scene. We denied that no, it can't be him who's late, because he doesn't deserve really to die, because the way he was committed and the way he was respectful, he would not have an enemy that would follow him, track him, and kill him. So, all right, we overcame that stage of denial. And then we came into the second stage, which is normally, as human beings, we deal with matters. The stage of denial was, no, we deny that our son is dead. Now, and then from there, it comes the bargaining stage. I think that's where my wife is, bargaining God. He's bargaining and fighting with God. How dare you leave my son to die the way the way he was killed? Because I know that he was so loving, he was so innocent, and he respected everybody. And even the colleagues that he found there and he started leading, they could attest to that. He's so sweet, but he's focused. Once he's given an assignment, he wanted to accomplish to the best of his ability. That's him.
And now that you know, Baba, that there has been an arrest, does it help you grieve?
Yes, ma'am. I just got a call from the investigating officer, Mr. Ramapapa, and he told me that there's a person of interest, as I was driving to Johannesburg, who has been arrested. So all what I can say is, it brings a little bit of joy, and then really we can feel that at least he didn't die in vain, because some people are busy now, trying to find out how dare they could really kill such an innocent person who was doing his job and focus on it. Yes. It is what it is. Now, the problem that I'm having is that my wife doesn't stop crying, She cries incessantly, if I may put it that way. Right now, she's always, she wakes up, and then sometimes she's not fine, and then you drive with her, she's also saying, I don't believe. It's a stage of denial at times. But I said, right, God will help you to overcome that. Okay, I know the umbilical cord, connection between the mother and the child. The father will cry, yes, but at some stages he'll try to, to overcome the situation. But she doesn't come out of the stage of denial. Every morning she would say, oh, my son. She speaks to the son. She says, oh, my boy, fight, fight, fight. And then let the people who killed you, please, man, we pray, God, that they must be exposed. That's even now, as you can see her, she's not in a good state.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's not indeed. I mean, we did get a chat with her.
Absolutely, she's not. And always she'd be talking about his son. She'd be talking about the loss that we have, because she was a beacon of hope to us. And realistically, that we said earlier on with the interview that we had, that she was everything. She was gold. She was everything. And to his dad, we always engaged in discussions with him. She liked reading a lot, even the books that are inside here. I write what I like is Steve Biko, and she would come with all these books and then engage me and him engage. Which, okay, fine. What do you think about this? She was a friend of mine. She was my son, and she was a person who liked, discussing and raising up debates as how we see the circumstances and things around us in South Africa. How do we see people being killed like, animals and all those kind of things? She was a little bit worried. Okay, that's him.
And I want to bring you in, Prasanza. Babkek is explaining to us, of course, how this has been so difficult as a father, but you're an uncle, and you were one of the people that were trying to get as much answers as you can. We're hearing that one person is at large and one has been arrested. As a family, how do you feel about this?
First and foremost, we are very thankful so far to the South African Police Service, in particular to Metropolitan Municipal Police, under the leadership of Julius Connors. Because I know for the fact that they are day and night investigating this matter through a special task force that has been established from the municipality and from the South African Police Service at the provincial level. It's a well done so far. Mm-hmm. And as Mr. Mafole is indicating, we accepting this, and we still say God and the gods of Africa must give them strength as law enforcement to continue get these perpetrators at the end of the day.
So am I correct in saying that perhaps this is the kind of justice you are hoping for?
Yes, this is a kind of, it should be normal. If you did something wrong, you must be arrested and be prosecuted, okay? Like I called, sometimes I said, I still want to repeat it, that once they go to court and there is a conviction, let it be a conviction of direct prison, as they call it, direct prison or effective sentence, not just life sentence. Life sentence in South Africa tend to be 20 years or 15 years, and a person comes out. But a direct prison of 50 years or so, it's direct. There's nothing like day and night. You are there in jail. They used to call it in an olden days, Diliga jail. I think there were kind of justice that we are hoping to do that. But finally, we also hope that this one arrested must actually spill the beans. The paper tray of the money, who instructed, who's the master that they are saving. But like I said, the municipal task team of police officers are going to come out with the results that the whole country will stand up and realize that there are certain people, be professionals or so, be politicians or so, but they are not in their right mind to actually help our society to grow. Instead, they are taking us back at the end of the day.
We understand that the suspect is going to be appearing in Kempton Park. Will you be there as a family?
Yes, we'll be there as a family, but I don't think the mother and the father, at the state where they are, but then we'll try. I think their father I'll make sure that we go there together just to see his face and, because the more we get they get exposed and the more this thing gets exposed, we're also trying to heal at the end of the day.
All right. Thank you very much for speaking to us. I want to bring it back to you, Baba, as we conclude. This was your son and your wife is going through a lot. What kind of assistance do you think you guys need as a family at this point, and how will you remember?
We really need the media to be able to expose this thing, because you don't let them rest. We appreciate the work that they're doing, but you also assist them by making it public, and so that everybody can judge. All what we are crying for is just justice. All what we are begging for is that we must get justice, and it would be a bonus to us if they can really quickly, get this case done and within a space of time, as it will be possible for them to can do it. But we are also praying for the police to be able to track, to give them the wisdom so that they can be able to, to bring to book all those people who really killed my innocent son for doing his job.
Thank you very much, sir, for speaking to us. Michelle, that's the Mafole family, still grieving. I think Ubaba has explained it very well, as this is his only son. It's been very difficult for the family. We were able to have a chat to Mama earlier on, but Michelle, she was really devastated and she asked not to be on camera. But she is really, really devastated, and the family is still going through the pain of what happened last month to their son. So they're hoping that there is justice, as we expect that the person that is suspected to have done this will appear in Kempton Park tomorrow.